So today is June 11th, 2020, and I find out if I get into pharmacy school. Today is the day I find out whether I'm one step closer towards my dream career or not.
Missing someone with all your
Hi friends, it's Nathan and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if this is your first time coming across my videos, hi, my name is Nathan. I recently finished my second year of undergraduate studies, studying science at the University of Waterloo. So today's the day I find out whether or not I get into pharmacy school. So right now it's the morning and I don't get my result until the afternoon, so I thought I would just explain and give a little bit of background context and information. So I was in grade 9, about 14 years old, when I decided that I wanted to attend pharmacy school. Now I didn't actually remember this. It was only because in grade 9 we were asked to write letters to our future selves that we would open on graduation day. And in my letter I actually wrote that I wanted to become a pharmacist, and not just a pharmacist, a successful one.
I know I also wrote that I wanted to study medicine at the University of Toronto. Don't come for me. Back then, I didn't do my research yet, so I didn't know that you didn't have to go to medical school to become a pharmacist. I didn't know there were two separate routes, but joke's on them because I didn't even apply.
But that was kind of my beginning when I started to realize what I wanted to do in terms of a career. So in high school, I took my science classes, really enjoyed them and found out I was good at them. And so it just kind of reinforced my decision to pursue not only a career in healthcare, but pharmacy. So in grade 12, I worked incredibly hard and I managed to obtain a mid-90 average, which was a competitive average. So I decided to apply for CAP at Waterloo. And CAP stands for Conditional Admission to Pharmacy, which basically means that I receive a conditional offer of admission to the PharmD program at the School of Pharmacy, given that I complete my requirements. They have a list of requirements that I have to complete, and if I do all that, then I begin the PharmD program in my third year of university studies. So this fast track pathway was really good because it allowed me to essentially get my degree in 6 years rather than the normal 8 years. But it was incredibly competitive. Only 25 spots were available each year, and I just was not confident that I was gonna get a spot, get an offer. After sending in my application, which consisted of personal statements, essays, reference letters, all that, after a couple months, I got a reply and I actually got an interview, which is crazy because I didn't ever think that I was gonna even make it to stage 2 of the interview round. So getting that offer was incredible. But I received my interview and I remember prepping for it like crazy. And then I do my interview, and after again a few months, and the offers for CAP get released about a week before the deadline to accept your university. So it was a week before and I got an offer, I got a place for the CAP program, which is crazy because throughout my entire high school career I wanted this so much, and now that it was like finally, like I could feel it in my hands. Even looking back at it is like my 18-year-old self with so much self-doubt and just uncertainty that all these things that I wanted so badly were kind of opening up to me, and I was achieving these one by one, was just really encouraging and made me really, really confident that I was actually moving towards the right direction in terms of career and profession. And I accepted it and decided to go to Waterloo for CAP. Now that I'm a CAP student, I'm beyond excited, I'm elated, but I couldn't kick my feet up just yet. I still had to maintain CAP status during my 2 years of undergrad. And because I received a conditional admission to pharmacy, I would only obtain my official acceptance into pharm school if I completed my conditionals and met all my requirements. Now, some of these requirements that I had to meet were the same, fundamentally, as a regular applicant that was applying to pharm school normally. But in my case, because they were a conditional, I had to accomplish them at a lower standard. So rather than aiming for a insanely competitive GPA, I only had to maintain a good average. Rather than scoring incredibly high on my Casper test and PharmD interview, I only had to perform satisfactorily well, which was really, really good because I worked so hard in high school, and just having lower requirements allowed me to relax a little more and not be as stressed and take some of the pressure off. But they were still requirements at the end of the day, meaning if I didn't meet them, I would have my CAP status revoked and I would merely become a normal applicant. So there was still some stress and uncertainty during my application, even though I was a CAP student. So I'm at Waterloo now, working hard to meet all my conditionals, keeping my grades up, staying involved, etc., etc. And then it came January of this year where I had to write my Casper test. So the Casper test is a online situational judgment test in which professional schools use it to evaluate their applicants on their people skills. And I was so nervous for this as well. I would say it was intense because you had to answer a lot of questions with different scenarios in a very short amount of time. So I remember just frantically typing, like smacking my keyboard, just trying to get everything down in the given amount of time. But I did that in January, and then come April when I had to do my PharmD interview. So this was the next stage in the process, and this was made kind of weird because of COVID-19. It usually would have been a in-person interview followed by a skills assessment that tests your writing and math abilities, but it was moved online because of the pandemic. So that was kind of weird. Just doing an interview online is not ideal, but of course we didn't have a choice. That was done, and then I remember at the end of the interview I felt so gutted. I started spiraling into these self-doubts, like, oh, did I say this right? Did I convey my message properly? What if they think that I really was trying to mean one thing when I really meant another thing? I was so scared that I wasn't speaking clear enough, that I wasn't getting my thoughts across, or did I just miss the question entirely? Did I interpret it incorrectly? So I had all these doubts running through my head and these what ifs, but after the day, like after sleeping through it, it started to kind of clear up, and whatever happens. I gave it my best, and that's, I guess, what you have to kind of look at with these application processes. Professional school is definitely hard, but again, it's not everything. It doesn't determine your self-worth, and I'm just trying to remember that throughout this whole process, and hopefully remember this today, whatever that outcome is. Yeah, so that was in April, and that brings us to today now, today, June 11th, where I find out whether everything I did in the past, all my hard work, all my passions that I poured out, if that is enough to get me a spot in pharmacy school. So it is still the relative morning. It's 12, and I don't expect the result until later in the day. So for the time being, I'm just gonna try to keep myself busy, not think about it too much, and just when the time comes, I'll check. But until then, there's really nothing I can do about it. I'm trying not to stress about it. I don't know, just keep myself busy until I get the notification. So it's been a couple of hours since I last turned on the camera, but it's around 2 in the afternoon now, and I believe that the offers are out. I'm so nervous, and previously it didn't really hit me, the nerves didn't hit me until now, and I can feel my heart beating so hard. I almost don't want to open it because I'm so scared of what I would see. Sometimes it's better not to know than to know in case it's bad news. Okay. Oh my goodness, I don't even want to open the email. I've want this so badly, and when you want something so badly, you put so much of your heart into it and so much of your identity into a certain thing. Like, everyone knows, oh, Nathan wants to go to pharmacy school and Nathan wants to be a pharmacist. My name has become associated with pharmacy, and like, I just don't want to be like a joke if I don't get in. Okay, I'm gonna check now. Whatever happens, it's fine. I've put everything that I possibly could have into my application into these past couple of years, developing the strongest portfolio I can. And if they feel like it's not a fit, then we'll worry about that later. Okay. I got it. I got in. I got in. I'm in. This coming year, I will be studying my PharmD at University of Waterloo School of Pharmacy. It's honestly, like, I have no words to put right now. I have spent so many nights and just dreaming about what it would be to go to pharmacy school, and I fantasize about what I'm gonna do after graduation. I have so many like big dreams and aspirations that I want to do in my life and want to do in my future, and it's like all coming true now. Like, this is the next step towards everything that I want and more. So just getting the approval, like, you're good enough, you deserve this, is like, the feeling is, it's unexplainable. Okay, so I will read you exactly what it says. It says, congratulations, you have successfully completed all requirements for conditional admission to pharmacy CAP students, and you have been admitted to the Entry to Practice Doctor of Pharmacy PharmD program for January 2021. You're in. Please visit the You're In webpage for details about next steps. We will be updating this webpage throughout the coming months to keep you well informed as you prepare for your PharmD journey. Like, what? Like, just giving me like confirmation instructions. It says, we look forward to you joining the School of Pharmacy in January. Sincerely, University of Waterloo. So I just want to show you what I saw on my end. So I opened my email, and I saw the title, congratulations, and that's when I started smiling. There's the email here, and then this is the official letter. So, dear Nathan, it is with distinct pleasure that I personally invite you to join the January 2021 incoming pharmacy class at the University of Waterloo. This is a golden opportunity to build on the accomplishments of previous classes and continue shaping the development of our innovative program.
It has been wonderful to watch you progress in your university studies as a Waterloo CAP student over that period of time. You have impressed admissions committee with your academic competence, dedication, communication skills, and leadership. Beginning your studies in the School of Pharmacy launches a new and exciting phase in your educational career and makes you from the outset an integral part of the pharmacy profession. I can't even talk. As a member of the class of 2024, you will work with professors and classmates from across the country, building your knowledge, developing your skills, widening your creative horizons, embracing a broadening scope of practice for pharmacists, and ultimately improving the health of Canadians. There's just like further information.
But in closing, permit me again to offer my congratulations. It's going to be an exciting journey. I look forward to working with you achieve your career objectives. Like, what? Okay, and there's a You're In webpage, so let's check that out.
Welcome to the family with the PH. Oh my goodness. You're in Farm D. Like, oh my goodness. I'm just like on cloud nine. I'm so happy. And I'm just so excited come January. It's gonna be amazing. There's gonna be so many videos coming, pharmacy student videos now, but like what? Oh, I'm so happy. Okay, I'm going to tell my friends and family the good news. Before I go, I just want to say thank you for everyone who has been on this journey with me. And although my undergraduate studies is now over, there's a new journey ahead. A more intense journey, a more stressful journey, but definitely one that I'm gonna love, and it's gonna be incredibly rewarding at the very end. These past years, ever since grade 9, of really putting my heart set on pharmacy, and all of the breakdowns that I've had, all of the late nights and moments where I just thought that I couldn't go any further, my friends and family were there encouraging me, pushing me forward, and just reinforcing that I can do this and that I am meant to do this. Yeah, so that's it. I'm just gonna tell everyone the good news, but thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, friends.
Missing someone.